James.
Thank you, Mr. Renz. This year, we have a special moment to celebrate. The Woodward class of 2021 had a tie for second place in the class ranking. In an effort to recognize both seniors for their accomplishments, we would have welcomed both to the podium for salutatory remarks, followed by our valedictorian. Unforeseen circumstances related to COVID has forced one of our co-salutatorians to be unable to be with us this morning. She is recovering, and we wish Zoe Holmes good health as she recovers. It is my proud pleasure to turn the podium over to some of the best that Woodward has to offer. Here now to deliver our co-salutatorian remarks, please welcome Ms. Janae Flanoy.
Bring it down to let's do this. There. Okay. Now you're all set.
Okay. So, I'm a crier, just so y'all know, because I will cry. Anyways, hey YouTube! First of all, I would like to say, sheesh! Hello parents, faculty, and fellow seniors. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Janae Flanoy, your proud co-salutatorian. I knew I had to write a speech for graduation since the beginning of this year, and like everything else in high school, I put it off to the last minute. Like, I only had 2 lines 2 weeks ago, even though I kept telling my counselor I was done, but it's okay. So this might sound a little rushed. Now, I've been told by my English teachers that I'm a pretty good writer. They didn't know that I wrote every essay the night before, but they said it nonetheless. A speech is different though, and a graduation speech for a group of people that have been like family to me for years is more important. So, I've struggled with the task of putting 4 years of memories into 2.5 minutes of words. Do I start with the thank yous and end with the goodbyes, or just talk about everything in between? Freshman year, most of us came in here as strangers, not knowing each other from a can of paint, while others grew up together. Yet somehow, through all of the food fights, I wasn't gonna say names, but it was AJ, Will, and Wayne. They started. It made us friends, best friends, colleagues, and significant others, and gave us a bond that no one can say they understand. Even fights couldn't break us apart. Like, you see 2 people fighting one day, and then by the next day be best friends again. So that was never my business, but my point is that it's moments like this that create memories that'll last forever. Where every person remembers their senior year, be it good or bad, they remember something. Now, class of 2021, we will not only be remembered by our peers, but by history books as well. We all sat and watched how class of 2020 graduates missed what some would call the best part of their year, while we sat in the background and hoped for a different fate. But got something I'd like to say is much worse. We missed out on the first 3 quarters of our senior year and were forced to make light of the situation. And made light of the situation we did. The last 2 weeks of this school year have been better than I could have asked for. We laughed, we played, and we got to throw paper balls and cups at teachers. Snowballs. Not only did this make us closer, but it gave us something and gave us some time back. And that's all we could have asked for. So in closing, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has helped me get to where I am, and anyone who will help me in the future. Thank you, Mom, for always helping me with whenever I asked, even if you were tired and didn't. Even if you were tired and didn't want to, you helped anyways, because that's what moms do. Thank you, Dad, for coming to every single one of my games or meets, win, lose, or draw. I know I could count on you to be there and cheer me on and be slightly embarrassing in the process. Thank you to my sister Alicia, who even though I never wanted to admit it, has been my role model and the first shoulder I will cry. And most importantly, I would like to thank God for not only pulling me through these last 4 years, but everyone else too. I know everyone's story is different, and some more difficult than others. Yet God had never given up on us, so we didn't give up on ourselves. Class of 2021, we did it. But this is not the end of the road for us. We still have a lot of climbing to do and a lot of mountains to climb. I'm just thankful I got to start and finish this journey with all of you. So always remember, once a polar bear, always a polar bear. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce the top of the class of 2020-21, Miss Emanuela Ezequimba.
Okay, just a little reminder, as you've noticed, most of us are wearing them, so don't take videos and laugh in case you're falling on our face. No, I'm just kidding. Take a video. I'm gonna end up on Facebook with some embarrassing moments anyway, so thank you. Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's a wonderful day. I'm honored and blessed to be standing here today as the class of 2021 closes this chapter in our book and begins to write a new one tomorrow. One might ask what kind of book we've been writing, and honestly, this last year and a quarter has been a mixture of science fiction, horror, and some would say comedy. Nevertheless, the book I'm writing is going to be called We Did It. Nike says, just do it. So in response, I said, okay, Nike, Woodward High School class of 2021, we did it. Even though we had a lot of adversities during the school year, we did it. This past few months of learning has been hard on us, right? Because of spending dangers like COVID, political disagreements, social distancing, and of course, remote online learning, #Google Classroom. But we were able to get through it together by making things a little more fun for us, like having exciting days like Jersey Day, Throwback Day, Korea Day, Pajamas Day, which was later won by Miss James Mr. Gentry-Knows, and his really outlandish outfit. Man, this guy had on shorts and robes. We also got through it by having the school most funniest boys around. Eris Mitchell, the Cosper Twins, Daquan Hunt, and of course, Lavon McCoy. They always did something to make the grade great for the rest of us. We quarantined polar bears to conquer the adversities that came with the 2019 to 2021 school year. Now I want to congratulate everyone, including myself, who made it through these difficult years and made it here. I know we've lost people, and some of us didn't graduate with the people who we started high school with, and I'm sorry for that. But we did good and survived. Kudos to you. I'm not even sure if that was just anymore. Give yourself a round of applause. We learned to look on the bright side of things, and that all things will come to an end, like how our high school journey has finally ended. But we learned to learn from these things and make it our future stand themselves for ourselves. Word of encouragement is that I hope you find something that you love to be productive in, and I know you will because most of you are really stubborn about what you're passionate about. And just know this, that no matter how many times you fall or fail in life, remember to get back up because like one of my favorite quotes by Judge Uncut, everyone makes you, you will regret someday if you don't do your best now. I've learned how to be more thankful, so I would like to thank the school staffs, the coaches for teaching us self-perseverance, teamwork, and the major way keystone to prosperity. My favorite music band, BTS, would be my motivational anchor because everyone needs one. And my mom for being inspirational to me and always supporting me. And like always, she's my goddess. Love you, Mom. Class of 2021, instead of being bogged down in the woodheads, just take a step back and breathe. Remember to enjoy every moment in the present because you never know if that moment you just had was really your last. Turn your I would haves into I did because, like one of my second favorite quotes by Eleanor Roosevelt, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of your dreams. The only thing we know about the future is that it is unknown. However, we know that everyone here will accomplish fantastic things in the future. And our relentless perseverance in the face of difficulty is testament to that. Spend your life saying, I did it, no, I wish I had did it, but you survived the pandemic and once-in-a-lifetime event. And here you are today to celebrate this moment. Quarantine seniors of the class of 2021, we did it. Give yourselves another round of applause. Please welcome back our MC, James, for the presentation of the class of 2021 class gift.
Mr. Renz, Woodward faculty, staff, and guests, Emanuela, our class president, joins me for a special presentation. A huge thank you goes out to our parents, staff, and teachers, because without you, none of this could be possible. It is my honor to continue the tradition of presenting a class gift. Special recognition goes to and thanks to our senior class advisor, Ms. Cassandra Salas, for helping make it through this difficult year and for helping our class navigate the altered senior events throughout the year. The class of 21 has purchased a park bench, which will be installed near the Polar Bear entrance to Woodward and will forever be recognized as a gift of the class of 21. The class of 2021 also proudly turns over $830 left in our account to be placed in the class of 2022's account to be used in continued improvements here at Woodward High School. Thank you. Now please welcome Woodward's Assistant Principal of Curriculum, Ms. Mary Dunn, for the introduction of scholarships and special recognition for the class of 2021.
You might notice that some students are wearing honor cords or medals. The Woodward Top 10 each wearing medallions. Blue and gold cords signifying National Honor Society members. Will these students please stand and be recognized? That would be the top 10 in the National Honor Society students. Could you please stand and be recognized? Students wearing red, white, and blue honor cords signify the student has enlisted in the armed forces. This year's senior, Nicholas Lopez, please stand and be recognized. Students graduating from the 12th grade AVID program are wearing a special AVID stole honoring their accomplishments in this outstanding program. Please stand and be honored. Students in our Career Tech Education program are wearing cords of mixed colors, and our fine arts students in orchestra are wearing pink and gold cords. Please stand and be recognized. Each year, Toledo Public School graduates earn millions of dollars in scholarships, grants, and other forms of financial aid from contributing education and investment in the future of the class of 2021. Comes from the Woodward High School faculty and alumni, community organizations, corporations, colleges, and universities, the state of Ohio, and the federal government. Students, please stand as I announce your names. If additional students were not named, please stand and stay standing so that you can all be recognized. This year, our students have earned nearly $1 million in grants and scholarships. The following students have reported to the counselors or to myself that they have been awarded scholarships and financial aid. Shantae Bland, Tequila Blunt, Paul Campbell, Wayne Cosper, Lily Wells, Tia Crutchfield, Emanuela Azaquambo, Janae Lanoy, Brianna Glosson, Jansony Haynes, Zoe Holmes, Daquan Hunt, Tammy Johnson, Madison Cruz, Imonde Lawson, Jovan McCoy, James Miller, Eris Mitchell, Zakaria Neal, Abigail Nino, Francisco Valley, Jasmine Stuchel, Abril Nino, Dominic Tearing, Shania Sweeney, Robin Campbell, William Cosper, Brianna Tromsley Espinoza, Samaria Sample, Dejanay Rowe, and Shania Powell. Congratulations to all of you and best of luck in your future endeavors. Please welcome back to the podium Mr. Miller for his introduction to the superintendent.
Dr. Ramulus Durant has a special connection to Toledo Public Schools, one like no other. He graduated from Morrison R. Wade High School in 1994, and after earning his bachelor's degree from the University of Toledo in 1999, he became a fourth grade teacher for Toledo Public Schools. In fact, he has spent his entire professional career working for the district. After his years as a teacher, he became a dean, assistant principal, an elementary school principal, and an assistant superintendent before being named CEO superintendent in December 2013. When Dr. Durant became superintendent, he set aggressive goals for the district and introduced a new mission statement that shows his ultimate goal for all students, that they become competitive college and career-ready graduates. He also continues to share the good news of Toledo Public Schools in the community. For him, TPS Proud isn't just a catchphrase, it's something he lives by every day. Plus, he wears it on his collar and sleeve. The continuing positive momentum throughout Toledo Public Schools can be attributed in large part to Dr. Durant's visionary approach to running an urban school district. He has never lost sight of the fact that he has the same goal for today's Toledo Public School students as he had for himself, to rise up from the modest means to achieve success first in school and then in life. Today, he is here to wish each of you, the class of 2021, well as you begin the next chapter in your life. Please welcome Dr. Durant.
Good morning. Good morning. Again, in regard to today's speech, it's an honor of Mr. Walter back here as a teacher here, as part of his class on assignment for the students. As he found himself going through the pandemic, they may have found themselves in depression as well as anxiety. And he gave them a task and an assignment in regard to telling them to watch every one of my graduation speeches on YouTube. They sent the highlights to me, and I said I would honor those highlights in each and every graduation speech this year. To you, Mr. Walter, and your class, thank you in regard to being inspired, but more importantly, inspiring myself and moving forward. But I say to each and every one of you, congratulations. Every one of you went through the test of adversity and challenges, meaning you have rose up despite being held down. But the main thing is you got through it, and you're going to cross this stage today as a graduate of 2021. But I say congratulations to you as parents as well as support staff. Understand that you also have paid dividends in grinding for 13 years to get these students across the stage today. Give yourself a round of applause. So I say to you in honor and power within me that I have now made each one of you parents co-graduates of the class of 2021, so make sure you take a picture with your diploma. But I speak to you as students. I say you do not have to go far in life to find the celebrity of your life. You don't need to go to the TV. You don't need to go to radio. You don't even need to go to social media, because your celebrity lives within your home. Your celebrity is around you from day in and day out, from night to dusk. I tell you today, your LeBron James is sitting in his room, scoring 20, 30 points a night for 13 years for your championship to be on this stage. Your Beyonce is in this room going multi-platinum for 13 years just for you to cross this stage today. Again, students, I say honor no one higher than those within your house. I tell people at the end of the day, there's no man other than Jesus Christ himself that rises above my Father. But I tell you as students, at the end of the day, no matter what the social situation or if it's a pandemic, you can never let a pandemic hold you down in this life. You got to be your own pandemic within this life. You got to be contagious about yourself. Create your own contagion. Meaning if there's greatness around you, it's because you're great. If there's success around you, it's because you're successful. You are the average of what you surround yourself by. You want greatness, surround yourself with greatness. My father said to me every day, you hang with wolves, you become a wolf. Understand that. Continue to surround yourself with positive images, some positive people, successful minds, and ultimately you will be successful. That's called building your network. That's called building your brand. At the same time, understand that you are, each and every one of you are the CEO and the boss of what you do. You understand, mom and dad, family members, staff, teachers, myself, it can go one ear out the other. But at the end of the day, you make the final executive decision of what you do. In other words, you make good decisions about coming to school, good decisions about your homework, good decisions about exams and studying. And those decisions pay dividends because you're graduating today. That's important to being a boss of your success. But I say, students, do not let others define you or change you. I tell people all the time, no matter who I am as Dr. Grant, I'm still that East Sider in a suit. I'm the same person from 94 as I am to 2021. Never forget your roots. But more importantly, never let others define you. Understand what that means. One day as I came out of high school, I didn't want my parents paying for my schooling. I wanted to pay for all my college and find ways to do it myself, but more importantly, I'm not paying for it. So I said, I went to the financial aid office, 50 scholarships on the wall. Took one off, read it, said, you must be in a single parent household. That wasn't me. Took another one off, said, you must be a single parent. Wasn't me. Another one said, you must be an engineer. By the time I got done with all 50, not one of them applied to me, not one. So what do you think I did? I applied for all 50 of them. Applied for all 50 on the wall. But let me tell you this. 1 month later, I got a phone call, and this woman was screaming at me on the other end of the phone. She said, you applied for single mother scholarships, you're not even a woman. But what I said to her next changed the course of my life in college, but changed the conversation. I said to her, ma'am, I'd rather you tell me no forever to tell myself no. And she stopped. And she stopped, and what do you think she sent in the mail 3 months later? 3 scholarships to pay for my first year of college, right? Did it all again and the following year in January, applied for all 50 scholarships again. She called me again. She said, listen, I said, ma'am, I understand grant money. If you don't use it, you're gonna use it at the university. She said, you are exactly right. She said, Romulus, just fill out 1 application. And if we have money left over, we will honor it to you. It paid for my master's as well as doctorate degree the entire year. Why? Because I refuse to tell myself no. I say never tell yourself no, no matter what you go about doing. Never say, oh, I'm not gonna win that scholarship. No, not my vote will count. No, I can't get that job position. At the end of the day, if you want it, you go out and get it. You define yourself to them. Understand there are people who have jobs that don't even meet the credentials. They may not even have that degree yet. But because they define themselves to those who would invest in them, they end up getting the job and say, we will train you up to that level of position because we believe what you're selling. Understand, students, your social media is your brand. You are the best ambassador of yourself. If your Facebook looks foolish, you look foolish. If your Facebook looks successful, you look successful. Brand yourself in a positive light. Because at the end of the day, when we look to hire you, we go straight to your Facebook. I want to know what you're looking like. You doing all this? That ain't gonna get it up in here, right? You don't want to see that in your classroom. But at the same time, student, continue to build your social IQ. One thing I love about the North End, at the end of the day, there are different socioeconomics, different religions, all those things. Learn other people. Begin to understand what moves people, understand what hurts inside, but more importantly, what's positive inside. Some people say, Dr. Ant, why do you give the one handshake so hard while I come and clap the hand? Some of you got it, the hand was hurting, right? I tell people because at the end of the day, I want to share my love, but more importantly, I want to share my pain. Understand there's a mutual giving. When you understand people and understand their heart, they will run through fire and walls for you. They want to be led by you. That happens through movement. That happens to understand because people don't care what you know until they know you care. Understand that diploma means nothing until you show somebody you have the ability to care for them before you use a degree or a diploma to move them. Understand what I'm saying? Social IQ is more important than intellectual IQ. At the same time, students, continue to manage your time and your life. Again, I tell people in regard to social media, it can be very devastating to the mind and emotions. The co-founder of Facebook said if you spend more than 2 hours a day on my platform, you will develop anxiety, depression, and maybe possible suicide. You don't invite that negativity into your life. At the same time, I make sure that I only bring positive images, positive conversations, constructive conversations into my life. You do the same. At the end of the day, your emotional attitude, begin to embellish it. Continue to live and control those situations in your life. But more importantly, understand budgeting, finances, truly understand finances. Your credit score is ultimately critical for what happens for you the rest of your life. Students, I tell you, my father was always about a teachable moment. Always teaching no matter what it was. If it was on the football field, if I forget to do something, he'd say the same reason why you forgot on the football field, because you forgot to wash the tub last week. That's what he'd tell me. But at the same time, there was a lesson he learned when I sat in a seat just like you. 1994, Wade High School. Kicked it with my friends after graduation. Woke up the next morning around noon. And when I went to my drawer, there was a mirror and there was a sticky note that said, rent is due on the 30th, love Dad. Right? Some of you just looking at me, don't think you ain't gonna wake up tomorrow with a sticky note on your mirror saying rent is due on the 30th. But understand this, I paid my dad rent for 4 years of college in the home I grew up in. Now all of a sudden I'm paying rent for this bed I slept in for the last 15, 16 years. But at the end of the day, when I graduated from college, shook my father's hand, he took me home, he went into a closet, came back with a jar that had all my money in it and gave it back to me. Do you understand that? My father said, I brought you into this world to raise you to be prepared for this world. I don't need your money, but what I need to do is share and prepare you for life. You need to understand how to save. You need to understand how to pay your rent, your mortgage, your car note, all those things. And if by me just letting you live here for free, I'm not treating to raise you like a man. So students, continue to budget yourself. He taught me to live on an 80-20, meaning you spend 80% of what you earn, you always save 20%. Students, you can't go the rest of your life working for money. You got to make money work for you. That's how you build wealth. So I'm gonna tell you, that 20%, you make the 20% work for you. So if you get $100, 80% go to bills, $20 go to saving. Your $20 start building interest and work while you ain't even thinking about it. It works for you while you just sitting here. It starts building interest, whether it's in a CD, a municipal bond, an index. All those things have return to make money for you. Understand it. Spend your time on social media learning things about that, resources. Ultimately give you wealth for not only your life, but every generation after you. Continue to build wealth within your family. Students, I say to you, never forget about where you come from. You on the north or you in another neighborhood, never forget where you come from, the shoes that you wear. Never forget about Polar Bear Nation. Never forget about the faces in this room. But more importantly, never forget about the name that you wear each and every day on your back. Because you represent somebody. So I say to you, I am a proud TPS graduate of Wade High School class of '94. But today, you are all TPS proud graduates of Woodward High School, class of 2021. Give them a round of applause.
Thank you, Dr. Durant. It is now my distinct pleasure for me to welcome and introduce to you President and member of the Toledo Board of Education and our honored guest speaker this morning. Members of the class of 2021, parents, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Chris Barwick.
I can promise you right now I will not be giving a sermon. That's all in his corner. Woodward graduates, parents, family, friends, staff, and guests. On behalf of the Toledo Public Schools Board of Education, we congratulate Woodward's high school graduating class of 2021. I stand before you today as a TPS proud graduate of Bowser High School. My husband, Randy, though, is a very TPS proud graduate of Woodward High School. That's right. Grew up right on Clay Street. So I have to tell you, I hear about Woodward on the daily. His time as a football player, his time as, and I will say, he felt it was a true family here at Woodward, and I don't think that has changed here at this school. Today I have the honor to welcome the class of 2021 to join the TPS Proud and Woodward Polar Bear alumni family. Woodward family and friends, we are here to acknowledge and honor the efforts these students have made to get to the graduation day. We're celebrating a milestone in their lives, and while it is a joyous occasion, it is no easy feat to get here, especially after the year that we've all just experienced. Parents, many of you may remember your students' first day of kindergarten. We know it seems like just yesterday. And now fast forward to graduation day, definitely another Kleenex moment, but I know there will be plenty of smiles as well. Woodward seniors, the past 13 years in your education have boiled down to this day. This is it. You will each receive your diploma, and all the hard work, the laughs, the tears, and the long hours of practice, planning, and studying have paid off. Always remember your struggles equal your strength. You'll forever be Polar Bear strong. Please know that the entire Polar Bear Nation, TPS Proud family, are cheering you on as you head into the next chapter of your lives. I have a poem I brought here today. I think it's very fitting for graduation ceremonies. It's simply entitled Seniors, and it was written by a retired teacher, Donald Kay. Seniors, I'd wish you a nice life if I didn't care about you so much. What I wish for you is freezing cold so you will appreciate warmth. Real hunger, so food will taste wonderful when you get it. Loneliness, so that when you find a true friend, you will appreciate the work, the difficulty of earning, keeping that friendship. I wish you love and loss and love again. that you find something so precious you would give your life for it, and then the sense, the heart, to live for it instead. I wish you fear so you can confront it and conquer it. And a life lived, earned, a life of challenge, caring despite the cost, giving your best, whatever it takes. Standing for what you believe in, whatever it is, giving more than you take. I wish you to brave the storms of life, pay the cost in wounds, tears, scars. And I wish you the most precious gift you can ever possess, the character you fabricate along the way. Don't have a nice life, seniors. Build great ones. Congratulations to the Woodward High School class of 2021.
Thank you, Ms. Varwick. Please welcome back to our podium for one final address to the class of 2021, Jack D. Rance.
I'll tell you, it's two great speeches to follow. It's tough. That first act, he's something else. Thanks, Dr. D. I would like to take a moment to directly address the class of 2021. Today you join an extraordinary group of people. Today you become alumni of Calvin M. Woodward High School. As the 102nd class, you join an army of alumni that have accomplished great things during and beyond high school. I am proud to say that you, the class of 2020, have also added your mark on the history books of Woodward High School. The class of 2021 and the previous class of 2020 have experienced unprecedented times. COVID-19 and the restrictions set forth by the CDC and Lucas County Health Departments have nothing but less than tragic when referring to what we call a normal high school experience. Your dedication to your studies, your school pride, and your wherewithal to persevere through this horrible pandemic is monumental and historic. You, the class of 2021, will forever be remembered, along with the class of 2020, as the two classes that attended a greater portion of their instruction virtually or online. Our Woodward community has been impacted greatly by COVID. Each and every one of our administrators, teachers, staff, students were each impacted in some way due to the virus. Some have experienced most tragic of loss to a loved one or someone personal or close. The virus has left a lasting impact on you as a class and Woodward as a school. But from that tragedy of this pandemic and all that has been interrupted in our lives, you have remained strong. Polar bears are strong and fierce animals and strong hearts, and the strength for survival in some of the most extreme elements. Your success and culmination of your accomplishments today are equal to this strength. You are strong as a class, strong as individuals, not deterred by what has been thrown to you, and would not be sidetracked by a virus preventing you from achieving your goal of earning a high school diploma. In addition to altered class structure, Woodward athletic teams faced shortened and altered seasons, yet you competed with great success. You played without fans and later with only family looking on. I think we'd all agree that sports, music concerts, celebrations, it's sad without a crowd cheering us on. The feeling is just not the same. Your entire senior year was turned upside down, but you didn't give up. We are so thankful to be able to assemble today to celebrate your graduation. While we had to limit those that could join us in the celebration, know that those present and those watching in the broadcast are equally proud. We stand in awe of your perseverance through this difficult time. Your strength and ability to confront challenges head-on is unlike any other class. You absolutely demonstrate the strength and fortitude of alumnus of Woodward High School. You may have noticed the polar bear at the center stage behind us. The polar bear was purchased by the alumni and friends of Calvin M. Woodward High School. The polar bear will be officially placed in a prominent area near our rear entrance, and it will forever be dedicated to the class of 2021 and the class of 2020 for your sacrifices during the worldwide pandemic, unprecedented. It will forever represent your class and honor the strength and dedication that it takes to overcome such huge obstacles. Let it be the reminder of the strength and heart of a Woodward polar bear. On your first day of school 4 years ago, we challenged you to face with confidence all the obstacles and hurdles that high school presents and allow Woodward High School to provide a pathway to meet and overcome those challenges. Today I can say that you have succeeded. You have crossed the goal line. You have earned a great thing. You will forever hold a high school diploma from Woodward High School, A Toledo Public School that has prepared you for the future. Whatever your path, whatever challenge you may face during the rest of your lives, you will always be a Woodward Polar Bear, a graduate of Woodward High School. Knowledge is power, service is honor. It is in the concrete of the exterior of the walls of our school. As a Woodward alumnus, I wish you for a long life that includes being appreciative, giving back, and one filled with continued education. Never stop facing challenges head on with a goal of success. Continue to build on what Woodward has imparted. Never stop learning or working towards moments of great accomplishment. They are to be celebrated, and they are surely extremely satisfying when you overcome them. Congratulations to you, the class of 2021, and I wish you great, great success. Ms. Warwick, if you would please rise. The curriculum requirements of Calvin M. Woodward High School are demanding. The graduation requirements of the Toledo Public Schools go beyond that what is required by the state of Ohio. All the students graduating today have met those demands, and most have exceeded what is required. Dr. Durant, Mrs. Varwig, we are proud of the tradition and the excellence of Woodward High School. We are equally proud of the class of 2021 and what they have accomplished. I can hereby certify that in accordance with the standards of the state of Ohio and the Toledo Board of Education, I declare the class of Woodward of 2021 as completed all requirements for graduation. It is with great pleasure that I present to you the graduating class of 2021.
On behalf of the Board of Education of Toledo Public Schools, it is a great honor that I accept the class of 2021 and recognize them as eligible for graduation.
At this time, Dr. Durant, Mrs. Varwig, please join me and the counselors, Mrs. Ramirez, Ms. Rasmus, and Ms. Thornton, to assist me with the presentation of the diplomas. Audience, please remember to be courteous of all of our graduates. Every parent wants to hear their graduate's name announced, and I ask that again you be respectful in your recognition and allow all names to be heard. So now the presentation of our graduates and their diplomas.
Good morning. As guidance counselor, it is my pleasure, along with Mrs. Rasmus and Mrs. Thornton, to introduce the candidates for graduation. Each of the counselors will call the names of the students with whom we have worked. We will begin with the students announced according to class rank, starting with the valedictorian. Class of 2021 valedictorian, Emanuela Ezekwemba. Class of 2021 co-salutatorian, Janae Flanoy. And the remaining students ranking in the top 10 for the class of 2021 are Brianna Trombley Espinoza, Francisco O'Valley, Jasmine Stuchel, Dominic Terry, Brandon Murillo, Eric Thompson, Zakaria Neal, James Miller, Cindy Alcantar, Marcus Austin, Daciana Baker, Gabriel Barcenas, Patricia Barcenas, Destiny Berry, Courtney Barson. Russell Bland. Shantae Bland. Takayla Blunt. Tyler Boone. Robin Campbell. Jaden Carrillo. Robert Clark. Savannah Coleman. Wayne Foster. William Cosper. Will Covington. Juliana Crawford. Terrence Crawford. Tia Crutchfield. Adriana Cunningham. Lakai Darrington. Daniel Davis. Jordan Elmore. Amani Ewing. Tori Gilmore. Gabrielle Feldkamp. Amaya Gleason. Brianna Lawson. Chancey Haynes. Brianna Olson. Daquan Hunt. Demond Johnson. Tammy Johnson. Amon Knowles. Madison Cruz. Imande Lawson. Creasia Lee. Lavonte Lewis. Nicholas Lopez. Jovan McCoy. Kavion McCoy. Eris Mitchell. Talia Newkirk. Abigail Nino.
Shaylin Parker. D'Angelo Parker. Serena Pacina. Jayshawn Herring. Diaz Pettis. Shania Powell. Daniel Quinones. Ryan Quintanilla. Jareen Ramsey. Tyron Reese. James Reynolds. Jalen Richardson. Brianna Rome Davis. Dejanay Rowe. Samaria Sample. And Miracle Saunders. Ariana Smith. Destiny Smith. Shania Sweeney. Sean Temple. Shamar Tompkins. Tenley Tower. Abraham Vasquez. Eliana Velez. Cassius Bowles. Nayara Walker. Precious Watkins. Lily Wells. Philemon Hingis. David Moser. Patricia Wheatley.
Congratulations to the newest alumni of Woodward High School. I know you will do well in your future endeavors. Well done, Polar Bears. At this time, class of 2021, please stand. All right, now join me as we move our tassel from the right to the left. Signifying that we are now graduates of Calvin M. Woodward High School. We have another tradition at Woodward graduation, the singing of our alma mater and the playing of Woodward's fight song. Please welcome Kayla Bryce on piano and join our singers Jasmine Stuchel, Brianna Chombley Espinoza, and Chaylin Parker in the Seymour alma mater. Thank you.
Please rise.